We're putting the blockade back. And it's a blockade not for anybody but Iran. In other words, anybody doing business with Iran can't go through. Everyone else will be able to go through. So it's a blockade. It's a very strong blockade. I want to be reimbursed because we're protecting a very rich portion of the world. We're spending money. And so what we've done is we are going to be reimbursed for protection. We're protecting by the countries that we're helping.
This comes as the U.S. launching more airstrikes against Iran tonight, continuing to degrade their ability to attack civilian commercial ships. It is the third consecutive night of strikes. Targets include Iran's military, air defense systems, coastal radar sites, missile and drone capabilities, and as well as those fast, small boats. The Deputy Assistant to the President and Senior Director for Counterterrorism, Sebastian Gorka, joins us now. Dr. Gorka, it's a pleasure.
Thanks for having me, Bob. Always fun.
Let's talk about it. Taking back the Strait, imposing a 20% fee for safety for us to pay our costs back here. Talk about what this looks like.
Well, look, this is reality-based national security. You saw what this looks like when the president was at the NATO summit last week in Ankara. We will not be treated as the piggy bank for the rest of the world. The fact is, as he did in the first administration, now he's done it again. He has made America completely energy independent. We actually produce more energy than we need. We are the biggest exporter of energy. So the fact is, we don't need any of the oil that's coming out of the Strait of Hormuz. Guess who needs it? Other countries, including Europe. And the fact is, what we have done to stop this nuclear-tipped regime is to the benefit of very wealthy countries, Bob. And as a result, they should be able to pay the security of those ships going through the Strait of Hormuz. So this is just common sense and the end of the freeloader syndrome.
Love to hear it. Also want to get to this. I love this story because this is a promise made, promise kept here by the administration. Secretary of State Marco Rubio setting his sights on Antifa, inviting ministers from more than 60 countries to discuss the resurgence of the transnational far-left terrorism this week in Washington. Now, according to the Washington Post, the administration is weighing using counterterrorism tools to go after Antifa. They mention you by name, claiming that you've discussed using foreign terrorism labels to go after Antifa members. Deep state bureaucrats in D.C., Europe, they're all up in arms over going after this group, and you know they will be, just like the Democrats here are. Talk about what you're doing to go after Antifa.
Yeah, maybe they're afraid that their friends, the violent leftists, are finally going to be in trouble in America because only one political party has normalized violence against those they politically disagree with, whether it's my friend Charlie Kirk, killed by one of these lunatics, or the multiple attempts on President Trump's life as well, Steve Scalise, the ICE agents, on and on and on. This is a massive event. My boss, the Secretary of State and the National Security Advisor, Marco Rubio, will be opening this event in D.C. with dozens and dozens of our fellow allies and partners who likewise are suffering from the scourge of the left-wing lunatics that are running ramshackle across their nations. And the bottom line is, we have real threats, and we must face them down. Whether it's the cartels under the leadership of Stephen Miller, the Homeland Security Advisor, and Secretary Mullen, whether it is the global jihadi threat that I am responsible for, like Al-Qaeda, like ISIS, or whether it's the lunatic leftists. Even left-wing organizations like the CSIS in D.C., Hardly MAGA, have admitted recently in their report that left-wing terrorism in America is on the rise. And guess what? We're going to stop it.
On the rise, it also seems like you read into some of their doctrine, Dr. Gorka, it seems like a means to an end for them, that they say that's inevitable to do what they want to do. Dr. Gorka, always a pleasure. We got to leave it there. Good to see you.
Thanks, Bob. God bless.
You know, everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt Tonight on Newsmax.